Welcome back to Wyld East. My name is Allie.
And I'm Caroline.
And we are the Wyld Honeys. We started this series from very southern tip of Mexico, and we are now in Alaska.
So today we are going to be cooking basically inside of a postcard. It's beautiful out here. We have some wild Alaskan salmon that we caught with our friend the other day. We didn't catch anything, our friend did, so the dinner we're having tonight is all thanks to him. Our friend made us some salmon ceviche on the spot, which was something that we had never had before.
So tonight we're gonna just make some really simple salmon fillets. We caught this salmon legitimately 48 hours ago, so we really wanted to keep the integrity of the fillet. So we're gonna do a really simple recipe tonight. We are pan frying the salmon with butter and thyme, and then we're gonna make a little bit of a side salad.
And then we're also gonna be whipping up a really quick dessert. We've got some griddled pound cake with a whipped cream and birch syrup, and also some fresh strawberries.
I do wanna show you these little salmon fillets because look at that color. This cutting board set is actually my favorite thing I've ever used out camping. It comes with two different cutting boards. We're not gonna use this one right now for the salmon. We're gonna use the plastic one because it's gonna be easier to clean. And then inside the cutting boards comes with a paring knife, which I'm gonna grab, and a chef's knife.
First things first, we're gonna dry off our salmon fillets. That's gonna be really important to make sure that they're extra crispy.
Make sure the skin side is as dry as you possibly can because that's gonna make the texture and the crispiness even more better.
While the salmon is getting dried off, I'm gonna start preheating our skillet. We're using a stainless steel skillet today, which is gonna be optimal for getting that crispy texture on the skin.
While that's getting hot, I'm gonna take the fillet skin side up, and then I'm gonna score it so that I can have more room to stuff it with seasonings, and it aerates a little bit, it gets a little bit more crispy.
So we've scored our salmon. We're just gonna go ahead and rub some of that seasoning in there. This is spit spice. We picked it up at a local shop. It's just a mix of salt, sugar, some spices like paprika, and we're gonna rub that into the skin and onto the flesh side of the salmon.
All right, going in. Ooh.
There it is.
Can you hear that sizzle?
We're just gonna let this cook for a few minutes and we'll check back to see where we're at with the color.
I'm gonna take a pat of butter, throw it in this pan along with some thyme.
Ooh.
Let that melt down a little bit.
Ooh. And we're just basting this with the butter now. The heat is off so we don't overcook the salmon.
I know you can't smell this, but it smells pretty fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty luxurious.
Yeah.
So this is probably good to go. All right, so we got our salmon looking gorgeous. Nice crispy skin on there. We've got some butter, we've got some thyme, and all it needs now is a nice little squeeze of lemon. I'll let you do the honors.
I will do that for you. Ready?
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, beautiful.
Darling. Well, right now we're just gonna make a little side salad with our salmon. We're gonna do a little peach, burrata, local tomato,
balsamic,
sea salt moment. And now we're on to dessert. And this is it our favorite?
Might be.
Might be. We're gonna do a little grilled pound cake with a little bit of a strawberry moment. And then we found a little bit of birch syrup.
So birch syrup is made in a similar way to maple syrup, but it has a pretty different flavor. We tasted it earlier and it is a little bit tangy, not super sweet, but it does have like a little bit of sweetness. If you don't have access to birch syrup or you don't want to use it, you can use maple syrup or honey for a similar effect, but we're gonna be whipping it into our whipped cream today.
This is my favorite thing to do when we're camping. It's honestly so easy, so simple, goes great on everything. Homemade whipped cream. So we're just gonna do a little bit of
cold whipping cream or heavy cream. We're gonna drizzle in a little bit of that birch syrup. We'll start with like a tablespoon-ish amount.
A pinch of salt. And this is the best part. This liquid turns into whipped cream after about, what, 5 minutes of shaking this? Let's just see how long it takes.
Allie's gonna be shaking that for a little while. So while she's whipping up our cream, I'm gonna start griddling our pound cake. We're gonna butter up our griddle. Nice sizzle. And then we have some pound cake here. This is just from the freezer aisle, just like store-bought pound cake that we've sliced up.
I'm just gonna cut up some strawberries because that's the local fruit that we want to use right now, but feel free to use any sort of fruit that you want.
So we've got our pound cakes all fried up in butter. We're just gonna top it with our whipped cream and some strawberries for dessert.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Ooh. I'm just gonna top this. Bada bing, bada boom. Whoa. And there you have it. So we have finished our salmon, our little salad, and our dessert. And then we just looked back and there is a double rainbow right above our heads. And honestly, life just couldn't get really any better than this.
It's like out of a movie.
So we are going to eat our delicious meal and go enjoy the scenery.